Rick, every game seems to be a big game at this point in the season, but you got Toronto coming off 3 wins, you guys coming off 2. What kind of battle can we expect today?
Well, it's a lot of excitement. Anytime you play the Leafs on a Saturday night, it's big. They're rolling. Their team, they got some special players over there. I think we've found our game a little bit. Obviously, grinding out a game against San Jose it's good for us because an 82-game schedule, you're gonna play all sorts of different games. But this is a game we're gonna really need to have everybody playing well tonight. I think this is one of those games that you can't have. We talk about you can't have passengers.
Quinn Hughes, he play tonight?
He's not playing. No.
What's the sort of update on his status? Do you think he'll play for Nations?
I honestly, at this moment, don't know. I don't.
If he were playing a Canucks game next week, do you think he'd be on the
Possibly, yeah. That's a good question. It's hard. That's a tough question to answer. I can't answer that question.
Are you anticipating
Good
any
one.
other changes to your lineup?
No. Same as San Jose.
Looks like
the goaltender.
And Demko in that.
Demko,
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Has Demmer found his game? It certainly looks like he's found his game.
Yeah, I've liked this. Like I know some people don't. Last month, I've seen him trend in the right direction. You know, you can laugh at. I watch him in practice. His demeanor. He's tracking the way. You know, he's missed a lot of hockey, a lot of days, and his body's starting to feel good, and he's getting a rhythm.
It's been a while since you saw Toronto. You got new faces, but that might have been one of your better team performances in a while. Do you, even though there's been changes, draw off of that game preparing for them today?
Well, I think every game's different. You can look at some video, but I don't think we can draw too much. Yeah, we had a good game that game. Obviously, Chief didn't like their game, and it seems like they've sorted it out pretty well. So, this is a whole different game to us tonight.
How much does it change the dynamic when Matthews and Marner are on different lines?
Yeah, we're used to it with McDavid and Draisaitl, so we play them Edmonton quite a bit. So when they're together, when they're not together, it does. I have to be sharp behind the bench because certain matchups you want. Some people say when they're together it's easier. I don't know if I agree with that theory, but I think Marner's had an outstanding year. Obviously, Matthews is one of the best. I mean, they're just Nylander. It seems like he gets a breakaway a game. We got to be careful of that. So it's just things like that we got to be careful of.
Has Quinn skated the last couple of days since you were
He skated today pretty hard.
What's the process between here and Four Nations for you and him, and how much does the team have input into that decision?
Well, obviously, the next hours, or whether it's 24 hours or 12 hours, I mean, the dialogue's got to ramp up. I mean, we got to figure this out. I mean, because U.S. is going to have to name it if he doesn't play. So it's not like we got a few days. I mean, it's hours before the decision's going to be made.
How has the team responded to Quinn's absence, and what have you seen that you've liked, I guess, with him out?
Well, I think a committee back there, obviously the trade has helped us. The young Pettersson has really gave us some juice. Obviously, Marcus Pettersson's given us some leadership and some calmness back there. Myers has been playing well the last month. Hronik's starting to find his game. So if you look at our D, guys are starting to, with the new guys, peaking a little bit. I mean, obviously we got to find some goal scoring, but the one good thing when you're not scoring goals, you're keeping the puck out of the net, and I think we've done a half-decent job the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. And actually since Christmas, not allowing a lot of shots on net, which is good.
When you talk about goal scoring, Elias Pettersson,
Yeah.
highest paid player, is a
Yeah.
guy you expect to create offense, and that just hasn't been coming for him. What does he need to do to step up his game?
Yeah, we spent some time in my office yesterday. I showed him some power play video of San Jose, and I didn't have to say anything. He just looked at me and goes, "Man, I got to move my feet." So that's really when I'm glad he's saying it. Like, I don't have to say it; he's saying it. So yeah, we listen. We got to get this guy going, and he's got to get himself going. There's a lot of that's just with the territory, dealing with pressure, dealing with stuff, and if you want to be a guy that go against the best, then you have to kind of act being the best, and that means moving your feet and applying yourself, and we've talked about that, and I think he's trying to do that. He was really trying to do that.
His shot rate is way down.
Sorry?
Just his shot rate is way down. Is that just a function of him needing to move his feet to find those shooting lanes more?
I think when you stride into something and anticipate you're going to get it, and you stride into it a little bit, I mean, I think you learn from the best players. You look at Matthews, and when he gets it, I never see him straight-legged. I mean, he's got his hips down. He's already anticipating it, and he's got obviously the great hands, and it's off his stick within half a second. So you can learn off that, but that's reps.
Quinn, thanks for taking the time to come and sit down and chat with me today.
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.